Nangangati na naman ang itlog ko, nangangati na naman ang itlog ko, ka. Nangangati na naman ang itlog ko, nangangati na naman ang itlog ko, ka. Yow! What's up YouTube? It's your boy Dashing. This is the finals of the UWMA. I am the coach of Team Kati Itlog, and this finals, the way it works is the top 3 players from our division is going to take on the top 3 players of the other division, Team Omni versus Team Terra. So I am basically the captain of my division since I had like the best record for the regular season. And I'm just going to be covering my games for the finals. So we have like 3 games here. So this is going to be our first game. We take on Mata and the Cairo Kofags. So his team consists of Lando I, Spectrier, Heatran, Klefki, Metagross, Mega Metagross, Crustle, Floatzel, Komala, Mach, and Kadabra. He opted for Terra Fighting for the Spectrier, which I can see, you know, you don't have like a you don't like have a resist for like the fighting and the ghost combination, right? If I have like a normal type, he goes for the Terra move. If I have a mono dark type, he can just go for the fighting move. Everything else gets hit with a shadow ball. So for this matchup, I'm running Lefty's Rotom, Iron Plate Metagross, Helmet Conk, Weakness Policy Dragonite, AV Hoopa, and Lefty's Sylveon. So the strategy here is similar to the previous ones. We can just lead Dragonite, and then depending on what the lead is, we can just start going Unga Bunga, right? So without further ado, let's check out the battle, see how it went. So I lead Dragonite here. He does have Klefki, so I didn't go for like the banded version, right? Thinking hopefully he doesn't have T-Wave and it screens. Yep, we go for a DD. We go for an EQ. That's gonna do some good damage as he goes for a Dazzling Gleam. I'm not sure if he doesn't have T-Wave at this point, or maybe he's thinking I have what do you call that? Lumberry. That's why I'm leading it. I didn't switch out turn 1. But he goes for a Dazzling Gleam to, at minimum, remove our multiscale, so we would be in range of, I don't know, maybe a Specs Shadow Ball from Spectre if it gets boosted, but yeah. It triggers our weakness policy though as we go for Brick Break. So that's like our tech. We have DD, Brick Break, EQ, right? I forgot what's the last move we had. I think we had E-Speed on this set. Yup, we go for E-Speed. Ooh! Just in case he was Scarf, right? He could have gone for like a Rock Slide there or something. That would have taken us out, but Heracross is in. I'm okay with just getting big chip on this. We already traded good stuff, right? We got Half-Life on the Klefki. We took out the Landorus, and we're gonna get like maybe half on the Heracross. I'm okay trading Dragonite for that. Get 73%. Rock Blast missed. Oh shoot, that is rough. And at this point, he goes for Shadow Ball. Does not get the kill, so he is Scarf. If that's the case, we go for EQ. Heatran is out. EQ, and it looks like we're gonna sweep here. Shuka didn't do anything. Komala, you know, we have the Brick Break. Klefki comes in. We can just Brick Break, and that's gonna be a comfortable 6-0 for Team Omni. Holy shit. I really thought that match was gonna be harder, but you know, with the prep that we had the what do you call this? Had the Rock Blast hit, it would have been a lot closer. Especially, you know, we wouldn't have another option to break the Reflect. So, you know, with the sweepers that he had Mega Heracross. I don't know if the Heat Run was Shuka, right? But he was scarfed. Who's this? Spectrier. So those could have been really problematic, but you know, it is what it is. We got some hacks on our side, so that's gonna be 6-0 for dashing. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next battle. All right, and we're back with our second game. So we are taking on Dave and the Atlanta Brave Birds. So his team consists of Blaziken, Mega Mawile, Tinglu, Gliscor, Basculin, Cloyster, Golem, Jolteon, Charjabug, and Shuckle. So if I'm not mistaken, he opted for like a Terra Water Jolteon. Interesting. I guess that's good against our only electric immunity is the, what do you call this? The Sandy Shocks. And having it set to water, that means it would still resist like the steel moves of Metagross. And even if it goes Terra Water, instead of like Terra Ice, Metagross would not resist that. So, the team we're bringing here, we got Eviolite Corsola, of course, Cobra Berry, Metagross, just in case, you know, I want to set up on Jolteon, even if it goes for like a Spec Shadow Ball, we eat that up. Helmet Conch, just to get some, you know, revenge damage on a possible Blaziken, as well as the Mawile. Banded Dragonite, the special, right? He does have a Fairy type this time, so, you know, we gotta be a little careful there. AV Hoopa, of course, and another AV Slowbro. So this is the first time we're gonna bring Slowbro in the whole season, and our team is kind of up in the rankings before we had this game, so it really depends on how this is gonna go. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out the battle. So we'll each Jolteon on the Slowbro. Volt Switch is very free here, though we are AV, so I'm not sure if he wants to reveal that. Yep, he reveals that. He probably knows that we are AV at this point. Tinglu comes out. Go for a Surf, just to get good damage on whatever switched in. Even if the Cloyster switch in, at least that would mean Sash would be broken. If it was Gliscor, good damage. We switch to Conch as he set up spikes. What do we do here? CC looks really good, but Gliscor is there, so we just go for a knockoff. Get the Toxic Orb. Ooh, good read. Good read. Goes for a U-turn. What do we do here? Do we just go for an Ice Punch? Yep. Okay, we reveal the Ice Punch. He can go... He goes SD. Ooh, predicting the switch. He goes for SD. Do we go for CC? Yes. Big damage, CC. Very big damage. Do we save Conch here? Nope. We just go for Mach Punch. On the Iron Head, I guess I may have been thinking about what do you call this? I may have been thinking about a potential play rough miss, or if he over predicts to like a knockoff on the Metagross, right? Because play rough and Iron Head would be resisted. We go Dragonite here. We can just go for a Waterfall. Ooh, good tech. Very good tech, which covers the Gliscor, the Blaziken, the Tinglu. You know, even Jolteon is not gonna be happy about, you know, a move like that. So he brings out Jolteon here. Not sure why he didn't go Cloyster. I think Cloyster would have been really good here. Maybe he doesn't know that we are banded, which that would still have killed even if we weren't banded. But he goes for a Volt Switch here, trying to break the multiscale. Brings back Tinglu. Is he gonna set up another spike? Yep. You don't see the spike, but the spike's already there. Okay, Ruination. Good, good. Goes for an EQ. Try to chip us out. Strength Sap. That's gonna bring us to full. Set up a second layer as we set up our rocks. Set up a third layer as we go for Nightshade. Try to chip it out. This is gonna be a long game. Who's gonna switch first? He goes for Whirlwind. Ooh, trying to chip out all our mons. What do we do here? We go for a knockoff, which is really good. Take out his, form of recovery. And he's just gonna try to chip us down there, but I guess he didn't want to, like, he wanted to preserve the Ting Lu because, he doesn't have a form of regen anymore. Gliscor comes out. So he doesn't have the Black Sludge anymore, so I'm thinking maybe he has Roost. So he goes for Roost, and do we reveal the tech here? We go for Spite. Ooh. This Spite is what makes the game, miserable, because you're gonna be running out of Roost and EQ soon. Spite does have like a lot of, a significantly good amount of PP there. So Jolteon comes in, we switch to the Slowbro, take a Shadow Ball. Do we live another one? He goes for Volt Switch. Do we go for a Surf again? Oh, we go for Surf, yep. So that's what I noticed about the team. He's really weak to Surf. So even something like that is gonna do good damage. I'd assume he's gonna attack here, because if we do have Psychic, that's probably gonna kill. Yep. Goes for the attack. We go Hoopa here. We get a free Dark Pulse, right? Like anything that switches to Dark Pulse is gonna do really good damage. Even the Blaziken. Ting Lu is the best bet. Take some chip. Take the Dark Pulse. That's gonna be really weak. We reveal we are not. I guess he already knew we were AV from the damage of the Jolteon, but we do Brick Break. Do good damage. He goes for EQ, takes out our Hoopa. That's fine, because if you look at the situation, right, we still have like Dragonite here that is, we do have Waterfall on that. So and even bigger, he doesn't have the Fairy anymore. So we're gonna see some Unga Bunga outrages there. But we go for Corsola here because he is within range of the, what do you call this, the we actually go Strength Sap. Interesting. I would think we would have just went for the what do you call that move? Nightshade there. So yeah, we go for Spite. He goes for Roost. Do we go for Spite again, or do we predict the U-turn? He goes for the U-turn. Do we Spite? Jolteon comes out. No, we just go Nightshade. Good chip. He's gonna have a hard time like breaking down this Corsola. Take another Shadow Ball. We are at 21%. Strength Sap to 59. Brings us down to 27, but we get the Spidef drop. Cloyster comes in, goes for a Spear. I expect this to KO, but it doesn't KO. He wasn't invested, or if anything, he just had minimum investment. So that Strength Sap we did earlier is what let us live, because we went from 21% to 27 and we lived in 3. So good place by us. That dude, this Strength Sap is gonna get us to full, or close to full. Sets up the T-Spikes. We go for another Strength Sap. Bro, you are not gonna win this exchange. He knows it. Gliscor comes out, and it kinda seems like checkmate at this point. He doesn't have a way of breaking the Corsola. Like that's the problem. He didn't have knockoff on the Gliscor. I'm not sure if he didn't he didn't know that he would have a bad matchup against Corsola, but yeah. Maybe he thought switching around. I guess Gliscor would have dealt with the Corsola had he still had the Toxic Spikes, or the Toxic Orb, right? But yeah, at this point, he doesn't really have a way of breaking the Corsola. Protects on Blaziken, Strength Sap. That's not gonna be enough. Goes for Flare Blitz. Actually, that was the play. Or was it the play? I think, yeah. He should have just Flare Blitz. When, instead of going to Cloyster, he should have just Flare Blitz to Corsola. So that was a misplay on his part. Maybe he forgot, or he thought the damage calcs would allow Cloyster to kill. But yeah, horrible misplay. And if that happened, he would have still had like 4 Mons versus the Corsola, or versus like the Metagross. But then again, right? If he went for the, I guess if he went for the Blaziken there, it would have been time for the what do you call this? It would have been time for outrage. He would bring out Cloyster. Cloyster takes out Metagross, and then or Cloyster takes out Dragonite. Metagross just goes shift gear for the win. So he was essentially checkmate at that point. Nothing really he can do. But yeah, he could have made this much closer if he just went for the Blaziken. It would have been a 1-0 win instead of a 3-0. Right, Blaziken comes in. Flare Blitz. Yep, we just Strength Sap here. Do we even Strength Sap or we just go for the kill? No, we play it safe. Strength Sap. And then next turn, go for the Nightshade. And that's going to be GG. It's dashing. So yeah, we went 2-0 in the final so far. And at this point, the third member of the team didn't want to play anymore because we already guaranteed winning the session. So that's fine. Like, I'm not interested in playing people that don't want to play, right? It's not even like throwing shade at him. Like I'd feel the same way. Especially if you're not doing content on it, or you don't have like a following or something. But yeah, we win the. I forgot what was the score. It was something like, I think we already had like 5 wins, right? We had like 5 wins already. So yeah, that guaranteed that we would win out of the 9 games. So yeah, not sure when's the next time I'm going to do some draft content. But yeah, if you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe if you want to support your boy even more. Links to Patreon down in the description. I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers!